where your ideas leap to life.
Check it out one time.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Ellzey in the building.
Hey, great morning, brother. How you doing and feeling this morning?
Great morning. It was a long weekend. I spent a lot of time, on social media, a lot of time watching the news, a lot of time seeing what was going on in Minnesota, because that's at the top of everybody's brain. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody is thinking about.
It's one of two things, in my opinion, that are at the top of everybody's list. The other thing is the brutal cold. I'm talking about there are states that normally wouldn't have the brutal cold that we have here that are going through it. Yeah, so Texas, Mississippi is going through it. It's so many different places that are going through this brutal cold. The Arctic blast that they've been talking about, and we're still kind of going through it now. The people that are getting 10 to 12 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These, in my opinion, are the two top things that everybody is talking about, because there are people that are without because of the brutal cold and where they live, and not being able to deal with it. They don't usually have the weather that we have. So I think that those are the two big things. And even this morning, like we're still going through this cold spell, and we have some more of it to go. It's like it's not done.
It's 2 degrees this morning.
Yeah, right now.
We used to it, but that same, like you just said, that same weather hits down south.
Yeah,
and they're not used to it. My daughter, like I said on Friday, some of them, they're in Nashville and North Carolina. They had to, one of them bunkered in place, and the other one went to her grandmother's house because of the cold.
Yeah, because currently it's 1 degree with a wind chill of 16 below. So you get what I'm saying? So don't take it light, like, because it's not as brutally cold as it has been. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You're still talking about a wind chill of 16 below right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's crazy.
So please bundle up the children, bundle up yourself, check on our seasoned citizens, because sometimes they won't speak out, and I say this over and over again. They won't say anything, and then by the time you go and check, and you go in the house, and it's like,
it's too late.
How long you been? Yeah, or if they're still, with her, how long you been like this? It's been like that over the last 4 days. Why didn't you say something?
I don't want to bother nobody.
That's it. So that's why we have to be aggressive, in my opinion, and go check on people.
I agree.
And then let's even think about some of the people and I'm speaking of our seasoned citizens, but let's talk about some of the people that have lost things in these fires, or when these apartment buildings are found in premises to not have heat and waters, running water and all of that.
They placarded.
Yeah.
That's what the DNS calls it, when they get placarded, and that's when they put the placard on the window and say it's not habitable,
right?
Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah,
so some of those people have been living with it for a long time. You're like, okay, you're hoping that this is something that the furnace just went out. But now you hearing these people talk about it's been a month, it's been 4 months, it's been this. And so, and they're not speaking out to people
to
either.
the point where the city had to step in and get these people, if those that couldn't find someplace to go, get them hotel rooms and stuff like that. Now, Barada's going to have to pay that back, but still, the city had to step up and do that for a private company. That's, So we're just saying to y'all, if y'all know of anyone that's in a situation that may need help.
That's right.
That you think could be in trouble of having some type of freezing situation from this cold, go check on them and make sure that they not in that situation.
That part. But barring that being a number one thing as well, and a lot of people here that are going through it
us right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why we can't speak about that and the importance of it too much, because it's a real thing, and there's some people whose furnaces are failing due to the cold.
It's just because it's so cold,
right?
Just because it's so cold, their furnaces can't keep up with it.
That's right,
and that's a natural occurrence that happens to some furnaces. They're not built to be to that level of cold.
Absolutely,
you would think they are, but some of them ain't.
But I think it's just like salt. When I talk about the salt, there's some salts that
don't work
it only work
level.
To certain degrees below. You get what I'm saying? And other than that, so you can put all the salt out that you want, but if it's too bitterly cold, it's not going to do what it would normally do.
Absolutely.
So that's the issue. But
so just stay safe, y'all.
Yeah, please do. Please. And stay warm. There are plenty of warming centers that are open that you can go to. So please take advantage of that. And I'm saying this to people who, even if you're home and you have a home or you have an apartment, but your heat is not up to par, don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. Don't let your ego stop you from going to some of these warming centers. Because that is something that, it could save your life. It could save, and it's one thing, we're grown and we should take heed too, but you don't want your children to be going through that just because you're trying to, we just going to get extra blankets or comforters and wear our coats.
Stick it out.
Yeah.
Some things are too treacherous to stick out.
Yeah.
And this cold is one of them.
Yep. On our YouTube page, RN Kawanda, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Isaac, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Torreno Hayes, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Remember, you can go to our YouTube page, and while you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We are close to 6,000. We like less than probably about 1,700 people, maybe it might be less than that.
5.87. So what is it? Like 1,300.
Yeah,
getting close to 6,000, y'all.
Yeah, so we can do it. We can do it.
It can be
so
done.
Yeah. So but yeah, also you can catch us on Facebook Live. While you're there, make sure you hit that like or follow button to our Facebook page, and on X, it's all at 1017 The Truth. And our True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Minnesota, again.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, we wish that we didn't have to talk about it either, but the things that are happening is crazy, and it's dead wrong, and it's deadly. And we're talking about the situation now that is on the top of everybody's mind is Alex Pretti, who ended up being murdered. In my opinion.
Got executed.
You get what I'm saying? 10 shots.
Got executed. He was on his knees.
Right. Hands and knees.
Hands and knees. Got executed. Shot in the back of the head.
So and the violent reactions that people are having to whatever these chemical sprays that they are spraying on them, sending people into convulsions. I saw several videos.
This isn't normal pepper spray. They calling it bear spray.
Yeah.
It's not even, it's something different than pepper spray. It's bear spray, and they're spraying it right in people's faces.
And that's what Cheryl was saying. She said she think it's bear spray.
That's what they're calling it. And they're right in people's faces.
Right.
Because they
shot some, they put some in Alex Pretti and the woman that he was trying to, and he had his phone up.
He had his phone up. Let's just go back and let's just describe the scene to those that didn't see it. We're not gonna show the video because I've seen that video so many times over the last weekend. I don't want to see it no more. Mm-hmm. I've broken it down. I've looked at stills of it. Mm-hmm. The man was standing how it starts in most video angles. He's standing in the middle of the street.
Yes, sir.
With his phone out.
Yes, sir.
He's not impeding traffic. He's telling traffic to come on. He's watching what ICE is doing to someone. Mm-hmm. A female protester is on the side. Mm-hmm. They bum rushed the female protester, right? Mm-hmm. In bum rushing the female protester, he comes up. My mic is going in and out. He comes up and he defends her. They push her down. He's defending this woman. He puts his hands up in a defensive motion. They push down another woman. He's defending her. He's doing nothing, right?
Right.
They escalate everything. Everything is escalated by the ICE agents. Mm-hmm. They attack him. 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. It looks like a Rodney King video. If y'all haven't seen the video, it eerily reminds me of what we saw when we saw Rodney King getting whooped, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's the man on the ground trying to get up to his feet and get away from getting beat up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And these ICE agents are going to town on him, hitting him with uppercuts, hitting him with kicks. Mm-hmm. They're surrounding him, right?
Absolutely.
And he's done nothing. He has a gun on him, but he hasn't.
Licensed CCW carrier.
He's a licensed gun carrier, but he hasn't reached for this
at
gun.
all.
You can see his hands in the videos where his hands are on the ground and they're free. He hasn't even reached for it. Mm-hmm. A man in the gray coat comes, which I assume is an ICE agent. Mm-hmm. And these guys are Keystone cops, so they don't even know how to subdue anyone. They don't know what they're doing. You don't rush somebody in an open carry state because they might have a gun.
Absolutely.
So you ask them, you got a gun? You don't do the things they're doing. They don't have any clue what they're doing. They rush this man. They get him on the ground. The guy in the gray coat comes up. You can see in the video, his hands are empty, the guy in the gray coat. He takes Alex Pretti's gun off of him, turns. The guy that shoots Pretti sees all of this, then decides at that moment is the right time to shoot Alex Pretti. Lets off shots.
Yep. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. We'll come back and let you continue to break that down. And again, how the feds, the government, is trying to spin it. Yeah.
It's not even spin. There's no truth in anything they're saying.
Absolutely. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. I'm the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Ellzey.
And our producer, Rhea Riley. Great morning. We'll be black.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Great morning, Truth Nation. As we are still cold here in Milwaukee, 1 degree with a wind chill of 16 below. You are listening to Truth in the Morning, and we're talking about the the murder that took place in Minnesota here again with the ICE agents and the CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, with killing another person.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is, an execution. It was a flat out execution. The man is on his hands and knees, and the ICE agent shoots him in the back of the head, it looks like. Mm-hmm. They haven't released because ICE agents have taken over the scene and wouldn't let anyone else in.
They took everything.
We don't know what where the bullets went in. We don't know where the bullet casings are. We don't know the angles of anything. They did all of that. But before we go there, I ended up telling the story of how, for those that didn't see it, just to get y'all up to speed, the ICE agent in the gray coat jumps in the melee. You can see him take Alex Pretti's gun. He turns around, and they're saying that maybe that his gun went off. We don't know, but because they won't let anybody else on the scene, so we don't know. Mm-hmm. But what we do know is the images that we have show that the other officer that shot him, Alex Pretti, began to shoot him at that moment. And at that moment, he no longer has a gun. His hands are free. They're yelling gun, but he doesn't have a gun. But even if he did have a gun in that moment, it's a license to carry state. So he's not illegal, and so he's not there to cause any harm because that's his legal right to have the gun as he has it. And then you get these people that say, oh, he shouldn't have a gun at the protest. Well, your white boy that came up here to Kenosha, he had a gun, and they treated him like a king. Everywhere he went, he was a king. Racist white supremacists show up to rallies all of the time with guns, but it's their right to have that gun in that moment. Let them tell it. But this man, who is a nurse and works with veterans and execute and exercises his Second Amendment right to have his gun, right? Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have it. What is he doing at a rally with a gun? What is he came there to do X, Y, and Z? No, he came there as a protester. He came there exercising his American right of free speech. We have to understand that all of our constitutional rights are being eroded quietly but surely by this administration. And as long as we allow them to do the things they're doing, as long as we allow them to lie to us, to our face, and tell us what we saw, and what we saw was an execution, wasn't an execution, it was a justified shooting of a suspect, that's ridiculous. But see, in the black community, we've seen this story get run 100,000 times. More than that. We've seen this story. We've seen the way that they make the victim into the suspect. We've seen it happen. We've seen this play. White America hasn't seen this play because they always believed the authority in that moment. They always believed who were the aggressors, the actual suspects. They always believed them. They never believed us. Now do they believe us? Now when they see it and it's happening to them, can they believe us? Can they have some empathy for us now? Can they have some empathy for those of us, Tamir Rice, all of these young people that have been killed in the hands of police? Can they have empathy for us now and understand and feel what it is that we feel every time we see something like this happen? The anger that overtakes us in that moment? Because I'm still mad for Alex Pretti even though he's white. Because that's another human being. That's another person that didn't deserve to die. Do they feel that for us when it happens to us? Now, that's not the focus of what we're talking about here, but I feel like I'll be remiss if I didn't say it.
Let me get some more great mornings and some of the opinions from our YouTube page. Tracy Hayes, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Will D, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said, good morning. It's crazy how these Second Amendment rights people are quiet. Rachel O'Dwyer, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Said, it angers me so much that they are flat out saying he should not have brought a gun to a protest and that it was his fault. What about Kyle Rittenhouse? Right. He was walking down the street with a gun already. And then Ariane Kawanda said, how many people are going to continue to lose their lives behind these ICE agents? This was a murder caught on film once again. Rachel O'Dwyer said the orange man hails Kyle as a hero, and he does. He does. 77 Ken, Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Say here in Memphis it's 13 degrees. Thankfully, the chemtrail snow has stopped. Yeah, we're praying for you down there. Adequate poise, humility. It says he got attacked. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Will D said a boy can cross state lines with a gun who's not licensed and kills 2 people, and they call him a hero and living rich. Yeah. Meanwhile, a licensed man who worked at a VA protecting a woman is an animal.
A suspect.
Adequate said, was it stupid to provoke? There's some gray. It's like 5 minutes away, and he had legit ties. Ariane Kawanda said, do you live in... Oh, she's speaking to Ken. And then she said, now, Adequate said, and now how he got the heats, spin, Rachel said, until we question what we saw. Let's see, and Adequate said, it's winter and a food desert. Let's see, so yeah, First Man, great morning, love you, appreciate you, said... no, they would never have empathy. It's not in them. So to your question, I'm saying, and then we'll go to the line after that.
I'm saying everybody share this video. If you see it, share it. So when they try to erase it off the internet, it's too hard, because that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to, like they did with my man that got the Turning Point guy that got killed. They're going to try to erase it and cleanse the internet of it. But to real quick before we go to the lines, let me explain to y'all. We're talking about Alex Pretti. And then last couple of weeks ago, we had Renee Good, a white man and a white woman that were murdered, right?
Yeah.
But this is 9. That's only 2 of 9 that have been killed in 2026. That's just in 2026, y'all. What is the date? The 24th? The 25th? I done lost.
We did the 26th.
Because it was so cold. I
January 26th.
I forgot what day it was. ICE has killed a black man named Keith Porter in L.A. A dude ran out, shot him up. That was at the turn of the year. We had a Cambodian named Parody La, 5 Latinos, Herbert Sanchez Dominguez, Victor Manuel Diaz, Luis Beltran, Yanis Cruz, Luis Gustavo Nunez Caceres, and Gerardo Lunes Campos. ICE is on pace to kill more than 100 people this year.
And that's
just ICE.
That's crazy. The True Talk text lines are open. Truth Nation, we definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions, so y'all keep them coming. Charles, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You got a comment on Dame's thoughts. What's your truth?
So first and foremost, I want to say y'all do great work on this station. You know, you're doing a big service to the community.
Thank you.
And Dame, you said it. And it's 100% true in the black community. We've seen this too many times, and we're very familiar with the process. You know, and they got some sayings that's cliche, but they say the point. You know, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. So when you see it happen to a person of any race, you know, you should acknowledge and accept that, because it won't be long before it happens to you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. You cannot empower these people. I don't know what that was, but yeah, you cannot empower these people.
That was a positive bill for you.
They shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, Charles, that meant that what you said was on point. That's all.
Yeah, and you know, they don't realize these police officers, ICE people, whoever they are, you're not going to be able to turn it on and turn it off. When you start treating people like that, and then you see somebody of a different race, you're not going to be able to just, oh, okay, now all of a sudden I'm not going to be the person that I was when I was doing this to people of Hispanic descent, or I'm not going to be the person that I was when I was doing this to people of black descent. You just going to be that person, and it's wrong, and they should have been stopped. You know, these people have been screaming that, oh, you know, it's Black Lives Matter, it's All Lives Matter. You know, now you done talked yourself into it. Now it is All Lives Matter. And it's you know, the chickens came home to roost.
Real talk.
You know, that's all I wanted to say. And, you know, God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're making a difference, slowly but surely.
Thank you, Charles. Love you, appreciate you. Again, True Talk text lines 833-212-1017. We got a clip that we want to play, and we can either wait and play it when we return, or we can play it now. Producer Rhea Riley, Okay.
It's up to her. We can play it now.
Okay, let's play this one clip, and when we come back from break, we'll be able to discuss it and break it down.
It occurred with DHS law enforcement as they carried out their lawful duties to keep Americans safe in the threat of criminal illegal aliens in this country. At 9:05 a.m. Central Time, the Department of Homeland Security law enforcement officials and officers were conducting targeted operations in Minneapolis against an illegal alien whose criminal history included domestic assault with intentionally inflicting bodily harm, disorderly conduct, and driving without a valid license. An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately and attempted to deliver medical aid to the subject, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 magazines with ammunition in them that held dozens of rounds. He also had no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement. About hundreds of protesters then showed up at the scene. They began to obstruct and to assault law enforcement officers. We saw objects being thrown at them, including ice and other objects, and a rampant assault began, and even an HSI officer agent's finger was bitten off.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. We got to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, but that wasn't the truth. But we'll be black.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out, it helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
It starts with a spark, and at Milwaukee College Prep, that spark turns into something extraordinary. From age 3 through 8th grade, MCP nurtures brilliance, building scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of students face economic hardship, but that doesn't define them. Because at MCP, every child's potential shines with 4 campuses and 1 powerful mission, college and beyond. Milwaukee College Prep is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, where Milwaukee's future begins to shine.
Great morning. Welcome, Black, to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We just played, leading into our break, a clip from DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. And all I heard was lies. I mean, that wasn't even a great spin job. Like he came brandishing. He didn't brandish nothing.
It completely goes against everything that we saw with our own eyes.
Right.
And these aren't altered videos. These aren't AI videos. These are the videos that were taken by other protesters in that moment that clearly show Alex Pretti walking with his hand on his phone.
I guarantee
when they approach him, his hand is on his phone.
I guarantee you that phone and the contents of it are being wiped clean. Absolutely. They're going to keep their copy just for them, but it's going to be wiped clean because it's going to show everything.
Everything. His phone, because he had it out.
Right.
And you know they took it. Because there's another video, the subsequent video, where they show after he's been shot and after everyone is the ICE agents have all backed up. They come and they're searching his body,
right? And
they're saying, "Where's the phone? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Well, that's because the guy in the gray coat, and done walked off with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Noem's up here, and she just blatantly lies, saying this man was brandishing this gun. At no point was he ever brandishing this gun.
He wasn't.
At no point did he make any aggressive action towards the ICE agents. At no point did he do any of the things that she described in her press conference. So y'all understand, this is a person who is a high-ranking official in the Trump administration. She is over Department of Homeland Security. Mm-hmm. This is her job. She just flat out lied to you.
Absolutely.
She just told you what you saw,
right?
You didn't see. What you think you heard, you didn't hear. You didn't hear 8 shots come at this man. You didn't see or hear any of that. What you saw was an aggressive protester who came with a gun ready to cause mayhem.
And they all are reading the same script. Like, if you listen to each one talk about it, and who was the other person, the federal person, that, again, he came with the same lies.
Greg Bovino, is that his name?
He came with the same lies. That was just like, it was crazy. You can play them both. Yep. You can play them both on top of each other, and you got the same thing. Like, here's the script. Here's the script.
Yeah.
And man, like,
it just leaves it literally leaves you speechless to the point. You know, I'm the type of person that I consider myself to be intelligent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Homer Blow, you're intelligent. Rhea, you're intelligent. Truth Nation, y'all all intelligent people. As intelligent people, the worst thing you can do to an intelligent person is to lie to their face and play them like they stupid.
Right.
That's what they doing. They playing in our face, playing us like we stupid. This is what they think of us as a public, white, black, brown, yellow, whatever race you come from, they're lying to you directly. And this is what they think of you as a constituent. This is what they think of you as a voter. This is what they think of you as a citizen of this country, that you too stupid to realize what you just saw is what you just saw. Mm-hmm. That you just saw a man get executed on a Minneapolis street.
Executed, bruh.
He on his hands and knees and got shot in the back of the head. She got the nerve to come on TV and tell you that's not what you saw.
Right. All of them. Listen, all of them on the Orange Man's side again. And with that now, they're saying that a partial government shutdown is probably coming again because in that what they're trying to pass would fund ICE, and they like, we not supporting that. So there may be another partial government shutdown coming soon. Ariane Kawanda said, how can one just sit up and boldly tell a complete lie? Stand up and boldly tell a complete lie. Like, it is so crazy, but they have done it. They've done it for Renee Good. Yeah. They've done it for all of these people. They come with these just bull lies, like for real, like, and expect us to just go along with it. No, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Right. We're not going to do that. You're not going to tell us that you are defecating on us, but that's not what it is. That ain't really defecation. We ain't doing that. How dare you think that this is what was really happening to you? Like, no, stop it. And it's so many people that I hope that they really start to get it. And you don't want to make this a black and white issue. You want to make it like what we tend to do. It's a people issue. But if y'all don't understand how many times some people of color have been shot and killed, absolutely, and then it's been deemed justifiable. Mm-hmm. Now, and we have video too. It'd be video of that too. So now y'all get it. That's that catch-22 of it all. Yeah, my opinion.
And what I agree completely with you, Homer. And what they act like is like this just came out of a vacuum, and this play that they're running came out of nowhere. This is the same play they've been running on us since slavery. This is the same play when the slave catchers and all of that stuff were doing what they were doing since the inception of the police, when they were doing what they were doing. This is the same play that they've been running on us. And it just didn't come from nowhere. They just think, okay, now we're going to run it on them too. Right. And y'all better wise up, because we seen it coming. We've seen this play so many times. And that anger that you feel, white America right now, that anger that you feel because one of yours just got this man who you probably thought was a great guy and seems like he was a great guy. I didn't know him personally, but from all intents and purposes, he was a great guy.
Wisconsin connections from Madison. Yeah.
That anger that you feel, we felt that so many times since George Floyd. We felt that so many times before George Floyd.
That part.
You have to use that. And now, maybe now, we can be on the same page. We can be on the same level, because now you feel what it is that we felt. And we're on the same. Now you understand how this government can be. And now you can see how these authority figures can be.
And that's why I hate when people act like they got to wait. And if you hear me, even when I talk about some of our community issues, why are we in positions where we wait till the knock have to come to our door with these kind of situations before we say, nope, this ain't cool? We're going to go to Blake on the True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Great morning, Blake. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear us talking about the latest murder, in my opinion, from ICE. What's your truth?
Good morning, family.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Big Brother Homer.
Great morning.
My condolences to the family. These are public lynchings in the New Times. He's pissing off the white voters. When you piss off your voters, you lose it. But like I said, he had this set up from the last term he was in. He's diverting everything from himself, from the files. They're blowing up these boats with this dope in it. They taking these oil rigs and stealing his money with these oils, and he's creating wars to divert everything. But Minnesota is, LA was a brainchild. Now Minnesota is a keg that's blowing. Because you couldn't do that in Chicago. They ain't gonna have it. They won't have it. So the Minnesota people, with everybody that's going around the country, the voting process should be different this time around. But he's made it so everybody's not even thinking about what's important, him being the pervert and being in office. So moving forward, this is the time that we have to come together as a community, as a people. They don't see ICE as authority. So if you're looking at these films and they like you say, Dame, that's like running up on somebody that's getting whooped, and you get popped by his brother because you didn't see him coming down the street. These people are not authoritative people. They do not know how to arrest people. They are approaching these people hostile, and they don't see them as authoritative figures. So therefore, there's going to be unrest. There's going to be mayhem and chaos, and that's uncontrolled chaos. So it's going to be what he's been expecting. He's going to take a little bit of people. He's going to have some casualties in the wayside, because when dude got killed doing that speech, and then I kind of thought that was weird. And then even his assassination attempt, kind of thought that was weird. But now you pissing off the people that put you in. You pissing off these white ladies, man. And no matter what your sex is or your origin is, you're destroying the human race as a whole, and he's making the United States look like a fool. So everybody just stay focused, stay together, stay diligent, pay your bills, and stay out the way, because we are all community damage. We can all fall by the wayside unless you're in that group of millionaires and billionaires, and money should not be a status, but it is.
All right, thank you very much for your call, Blake. Again, True Talk text lines 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017.
Real quick, to piggyback what Blake was saying about him losing support, we were talking about this earlier. The NRA even came out and made a statement and said responsible public voices should be awaiting a full investigation, not making generalizations and demonizing law-abiding citizens. They not what the lies that Kristi Noem told against this law-abiding citizen that was carrying a firearm. So the NRA has always historically been a Republican, over the last couple of decades, a Republican-leaning organization, and have backed Trump. He loses the NRA just a little bit. The NRA just ain't doing that just to be doing that. That means their members, their rank-and-file members, feel a certain way about them demonizing this man for having a gun. Just because he didn't have a gun on your side like Kyle Rittenhouse doesn't mean that he was wrong for having this gun.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. True Talk text line 833-212-1017. Al, we see you. We will get to you soon as we come back from taking care of these bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We'll be black.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised, and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best.
For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? and we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
More of Truth in the Morning is next on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Lori Patterson, great morning. Love you, appreciate you on our YouTube page. Welcome back to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 FM The Truth. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Ellzey, in the building.
And on our Truth Talk text line, we got Al, MKE. Great morning, love you, appreciate you. You hear the conversation this morning, Al. What's your truth?
Well, my truth is what are you white people going to do for it? What you white people going to do about it? You voted for it. You scream Fourth Amendment, Second Amendment. You shooting your own people. What you gonna do about it? See, when it was black people, you were silent. When it was black people, you was ready to go to battle, training your kids to shoot shotguns, bow and arrow, and axes, and how you can come in and kill somebody and have a tomahawk steak. Now they treating you worse than you're black. So what you gonna do? Because you voted for it. See, we can't get mad at you because you thought it was going to affect blacks and Mexicans. But he's showing you was nothing but a vote, and he's still treating you as worse. So what you going to do? That's my question. Because he's lying to you in your face, and he took your vote and removed his diaper and wiped that rectum with it. What are you going to do? And I'll hang up and listen.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
And I think I said this before that black people we played chess, not checkers. Me and Homer have had this discussion before, and they want us out there. They thought it was going to be us out there. We said that, but there's another reason why we weren't out there is because I think white America needed to see for themselves. Because if we go out there and they beating on us and they doing, they just gonna think it's the same. They gonna think it's the same as it always been. It's just some black and brown people protesting and getting their heads knocked in, and they're gonna believe the official story that is given by Kristi Noem, that is given by Greg Bovino, that's given by Donald Trump. They're gonna believe these stories, but now you see it for your own eyes,
bruh.
And you see it's Alex Pretti and not Jerome.
Yeah, bruh. I don't, from my opinion, I don't give them that credence, because if they haven't seen it after the decades and decades of unlawful murders of black people, it's because they don't want to see it. Because this is nowhere near the first time that they should have had to say, oh, wow, this is unjust. I know what I seen. So every black man or black woman that was murdered, and we saying we know what we saw, but y'all tried to side and make us act like what we didn't see. We didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So the sympathetic part on that level, I got empathy, but no, I'm not buying that y'all just not getting it. Y'all just not getting it because of these two. Nope. Because what y'all were hoping for, in my opinion, was for it to be two Latino people that were murdered, where we saw the video of what we know we saw, and they telling us that we didn't see it. If it had been Latino brothers and sisters, in my opinion, I don't believe the outrage and the uproar would be there. It is because, it was ICE and it was, what white people? What the hell? What are we doing here? What are we doing? So now the backlash. Now, but when it's happening to everybody except them, in my opinion, for some of them, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. It's cool. Again, we didn't see that type of thing when Kyle done what he did.
Yeah. When Kyle,
you get what I'm saying?
We came with the gun, and you're absolutely right.
So, yeah, that's how I feel on that.
Because you're absolutely right. When when she got killed, and his brother, Alex Pretti, they are 2 of 9. This year,
that's right,
and the other 7 are black and brown people.
Notice we didn't hear the uproar with all of that.
With the brother in L.A. that got
nothing
got killed.
Nothing. None of this.
And they still don't know. They still haven't released any of the information from when he got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't know any of the information. From that happened then, and
we didn't hear none of this. That's the point that I'm making. We didn't hear none of this.
His name is Keith Porter, by the way, y'all. So I want to say his name. Keith Porter got killed in L.A. We don't hear any of the information. And again, to your point, what I'm saying is this: that maybe I'm always a hopeful person, and
this is the wake up call.
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe
I
this is it. Maybe this is what connects us and binds us, because when you know the story of Fred Hampton and the start of the Rainbow Coalition and how he went across lines and he got the Young Lords and he got the Young Patriots, which was an Appalachian group of white boys that wore Confederate flags to all come together. And what was it based upon? It was based upon the brutality of the police upon all of these different groups. Maybe now we can sit at a table and we can have those discussions about police brutality. We can have those discussions about authorities overstepping their bounds. Maybe now they can see that, and we can see eye to eye. They can, because you got to feel somebody's pain to understand where they're coming from. And maybe now they can feel our pain, seeing it on video. That somebody that they thought was doing nothing wrong, that they believed and know, got executed for just being present and defending a woman and doing everything that he was supposed to do right as a man, got executed. Maybe now they can feel how we felt for a while, and now we can have those discussions, and we can now build those coalitions. Because before we couldn't. Y'all saw George Floyd get killed, and y'all stepped out there with us. But it was still only to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? It was still hesitant for the large majority of the public. That's how it went up like soda fizz and came back down. Maybe now they go up like soda fizz and it'll stay there.
Right.
That anger is staying there. That movement is staying
there. When there were protests and people were talking about Black Lives Matter, when all over the United States and even in other countries, people were protesting, we were rioters, we were looters.
Yeah.
But now it's still the protesters. They were just protesting.
They're still just protesting.
So, but you get where I'm going. So they're just still protesters. And when we wanted our voices and needed our voices to be heard and weren't taking no for an answer, we were all bad people.
Yeah, and I salute all of the allies that we've had throughout our history, whether it be in the Civil Rights era, whether it be in the Reconstruction era, whether it be in the Jim Crow era, whether it be in the crack era, the allies that we've had on the other side that don't look like us, that have helped and support us. I appreciate that. But we need all of them.
Absolutely, all the time.
We need all of those people.
You can't be part-time.
You can't be part-time, right?
That's it. You got to be on the job.
Maybe now all of those people who you go to Thanksgiving dinner with, your brothers and your uncles, and you're the only one sitting at that table that's saying Black Lives Matter and everybody else is saying White Lives Matter. Maybe now, I don't think so, but it would be great if they would see that this man who was exercising his Second Amendment right to carry that gun, exercising his First Amendment right of freedom of speech, exercising all of his constitutional rights in that moment, it didn't matter to any of those ICE agents because of his proximity to blackness and brownness and defending those neighbors that they were talking about. He made himself the N-word, and they was going to shoot him like he was the N-word.
Yep. Absolutely. Again, True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. We got another clip that I want to play from the governor, Governor Walz, And we're going to listen to that. And then when we come back, because people are still engaged with this, we're going to talk about it. So, producer Rhea Riley, if you could play that Governor Walz clip.
With Michael and Susan, and I speak to all Americans on this over these last 24 hours, what you saw. You're now knowing more about this young man. Beloved by his family, accomplished ICU nurse, skillful in ability to work with veterans, someone who's beloved by community, no criminal record, lawful firearms owner. And you know what you saw. Mm-hmm. And then you heard the most powerful people in the world, certainly in this country, President, Vice President, Greg Bovino, Kristi Noem, narrate to you what you were looking at, that this was a domestic terrorist, crazed, running at law enforcement with the intent to kill massive numbers of them, sullying his name within minutes of this event happening, and then closing the crime scene, sweeping away the evidence, defying a court order, and not allowing anyone to look at it. I don't care if you are conservative and you are flying a Donald Trump flag, you're a libertarian, don't tread on me, you're a democratic socialist of America. This is an inflection point, America. I'm going to close with one thing.
Okay, we'll come back and talk about that in the 8 o'clock hour. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. We'll be black.
Coming with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Mm-hmm. Now you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tori Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Dad's going to be far side. Good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
You're just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation, because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Check it out one time.
Great morning, Troop Nation. If you were scheduled to be in at 8 a.m., you are late. Of course, you're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth. And, of course, the current temperature, 0 degrees.
It went down?
Yes, it went down. We were at 1 degrees, so we are now at 0 with a wind chill of 17 below. So again, please don't take the weather lightly. Bundle up, dress up, make sure that you are good. Because, it is no joke out there. It is no joke. During our break, I ended up having our producer, Rhea Riley, put up a poll. Did you see a murder or a justifiable shooting? And you have 3 choices: justifiable shooting, murder, or neither. So, Truth Nation, if you're on our YouTube page, did you see a murder or justifiable shooting? You can vote for justifiable shooting, you can vote for murder, or you can say neither. You didn't see neither.
I saw an execution.
Hey. Hashtag that part, hashtag facts. Yes. So, that clip with the governor of Minnesota, that is telling. I mean, because this is what everybody is saying except the federal government.
Yeah. There's no way that you see that video. Well, we said the same thing with Rodney King.
Yes, sir.
There was no way that you could see that video and think that those officers were justified in beating on that black man.
Mm-hmm.
This is America. Some things that you think shouldn't happen.
Yep.
And there are still going to be those in the far corners of our society that will find a way to say that him being shot that many times unarmed is justifiable, simply because of his proximity to, like I said, to his neighbors who just happen to be black and brown, simply because he's out there protesting. He should have complied. Those people will always echo out and say the things that they want to say, and it's just not based in reality. And we're seeing the divide in between our society. Is there's this camp and then there's that camp. There's the camp of us who see reality. There's the camp of us who see what's really going on, who don't live in a silo and don't live in a vacuum. And then there's the other side that solely believe everything they hear from this administration, that solely believe that Trump is a man of God that was sent to deliver us from all of the evils that have bestowed, that has become America, right?
Mm-hmm.
They believe that, and there is nothing we're going to, if this doesn't get you, there's nothing. We say that every time.
But that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
How many times we gonna keep? We just have to realize they're never going to change the way that they feel and the way that they respond to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, what do? We got to stop trying to convince those people to come over to our side. We just have to keep moving forward without them. Some people are going to get left behind.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get left behind. And hopefully, as history tells the story, they will realize that they were on the wrong side of history. They were the ones that tried to stop the little black girl from going into the school. They were the ones that were throwing rocks at Martin Luther King. They will realize that they're on the wrong side of this.
Right.
And that's what it'll take, history, for them to realize that.
And finally get it. You know what I'm saying? Finally get it. Let's see. Marie Luna on the True Talk text lines. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Say, is it true that there's conflict amongst the current Black Panthers about whether members should be supporting and helping to protect immigrants from ICE?
No. There's a fake Black Panther in Philadelphia that has been deemed to be a CIA agent that has been talking and doing a bunch of stuff. And no, We know what we doing, black people, and don't believe this dude, this light-skinned brother with this beard that been talking. People have been sending me this video. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I seen
And then you go see he was in someplace else being a pyro. He was someplace else doing something.
Yep.
He's clearly a COINTELPRO CIA agent, and I don't know how he gets to these positions of power to get in front of these cameras, but don't believe it.
Stacey Evans, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on the True Talk text line. Said, morning, fellas. She illin' as it related to Kristi Noem. Seems like a lot of speculation. All this orange man rubbing off negatively on his supporters and employees. He had a gun and weapons to kill officers. Where's the proof? Just yapping. Hashtag that part, hashtag fact.
She made facts out of the fact that he came to a protest with a gun. We've already stated Kyle Rittenhouse did it, and they gave him the damn near the Medal of Honor. All of these other radical groups, I'm sure it was plenty of people with weapons at the January 6th insurrection. Come on now, y'all. We don't let them spin this to a point where we can't spin it back to the truth. And that's what they want. They want to spin it and say it in a different way and have us believe, questioning ourselves. Well, maybe he shouldn't have come. He did come with two magazines and he did have, so maybe. No. That man was a U.S. citizen exercising his constitutional rights on all fronts, and they shot him in the back of the head. That's the bottom line.
Yep. And shot him multiple times.
And if you look at the stills of the video, you can see his hands on the ground.
Yep.
Without a gun in it. There's no longer a gun on his waistband because the man that ran off with the gun that he had on his waistband.
Absolutely.
So it's a pure execution of this young man. That's what his 37-year-old brother. It's a pure execution of him. There's no other way that you can look at it. And if you look at it any other way, I'm looking at you like you crazy, and maybe I shouldn't talk to you no more. That's the type of lines we got to draw right now.
And just again to give the connection here, the man shot and killed by a federal immigration officer in Minneapolis on Saturday rode in a Milwaukee bike race last summer. Alex, who's 37 years old, took part in the River West 24 in July. He graduated from Preble High School in Green Bay and has family in southeast Wisconsin. Alex was an intensive care nurse, according to his family. So you get what I'm saying? Like,
I saw a video of him giving a speech to one of the veterans as they passed on, and he talked about how he honored this veteran for protecting the freedoms of this country, protecting his own freedoms to do what he wanted to do, and it's a great speech that the brother is given. And then he gets his life taken trying to defend the freedoms of other people. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
The parallels and the way that this is coming about. You killed somebody that is a nurse that works and helps those who have served this country, have given a piece of themselves to this country to the point where they need to go to the VA. He's helping those people, right? He exercises his right to have a gun. This is all the things that you, as a Republican and as a conservative, have said are the executioner of this man, and you put some in the back of his head.
Al MKE on the True Talk text line said, remember, racist white men have no honor. Also, they were raised to be snakes and lie. Again, on our YouTube poll, we want you to definitely participate. Did you see a murder or justifiable shooting? You have three choices. You can either choose that you saw a justifiable shooting, you saw a murder, or you saw neither. Producer Rhea Riley, what are we looking like on that YouTube poll so far?
Right now, it's 100% for murder.
Wow.
14%. And let me tell you all this. Be on the lookout for them to slide out of Minneapolis. They're going to slide out of Minneapolis. And I hate to say it, but we probably next.
Yep.
They gonna slide out because they went to Chicago. They were ruffling feathers, doing whatever they were doing there. They still there a little bit, but that's not the focus. They went to Minneapolis, and now they've ruffled enough feathers there. They done killed some people, put the fear in them. And if you look at their transition, they are moving these the bodies of these federal agents to different spots, right?
Yeah, because they not listen. That's the crazy thing, and I guess again the difference with local law enforcement and federal law enforcement, because these people that blatantly murdered these people, in my opinion, they are not like put on leave. Like they just made him leave Minnesota, so he's still working. The one involved, he's still working. He's just moved to another state.
They haven't even publicly said the man's name. We know his name because of people did the investigation. But
That's
they
right.
haven't even said the man's name. You
That's
know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
And so what I'm saying is, y'all, when these things are happening, and when they was in Portland, when they was in L.A., when they was in Chicago, when they've been in D.C., when they've been in these places, and the citizens start to fight back, they move around.
Yep.
And it's strategic the way that they're moving, because as they move, they still leave a little portion of their, what I want to say, of their, their rank and file members. They still leave some of those in the city. So now they can be there, and you can be like, oh, that's just residual from when they were here doing. No, they're there for when it's time the election to come around. They're gonna have a plan in place, but they can't just move them there. And then people say, oh, why are they here? You know what I'm saying? Before we thought it was going to be the National Guard. We see now it's the influx of ICE as his private army. They're going to come to Milwaukee, y'all. And when they come, what you going to do?
That part. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. That's what we're going to do right now. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM. We'll be black.
Coming with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there, and Tori, don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tori Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
In a matchup fueled by speed, strength, and school pride. On Wednesday night, get ready for a city conference battle as the Bradley Tech Trojans take on the South Division Cardinals in a matchup fueled by speed, strength, and school pride. Big plays, loud crowds, and city conference bragging rights are on the line. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, great morning. Welcome, Black. I'm the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother,
MC Dame Ellzey, in the building.
And our producer, Rhea Riley. And great morning to our girl, Bailey Coleman. Bailey, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. On our YouTube page, we've got Jocelyn Walton. Great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said, that was absolutely a murder in both shootings. Our eyes can see. Pro Wings, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Said, 1 to 4 would tell us to stand down. It's not our fight, and he shouldn't have brought a gun to the protest. Will D said, more police officers need to speak up about what's going on. Will D, they have, and their voices are just being overrun by the federal government saying, we don't care what y'all saying. But the police have been speaking out. The local law enforcement have been speaking out. The police chiefs have been speaking out. But it's like they're not even allowing them to take part in the investigation. They can't see any of the evidence. Yeah. They can't get none of that. They're not giving them they have to look at the same videos we look at because they are not giving them any other information, videos, or anything else that they have. They didn't get to pick up the shells. They didn't get to do none of that.
They didn't get to measure the shots, right? The angles hit the body. They didn't get none of that stuff, y'all. And to back that up, this ICE agent is probably just gonna get moved around.
Oh yeah,
that's all they do.
Yeah, he just moved from Minnesota. That's it.
They just moved. He's not in the state no more. They moved him to someplace else.
Yeah, they said they moved him. They moved him to another state
to do something.
But he ain't on desk duty. He ain't on no. Wait till after the investigation is over with. They just moved him to another area.
That's what ICE does. ICE has this dude named David Covell who raped a Nicaraguan woman in a closet in a Louisiana ICE facility. He out of jail on a $10,000 bond. He's out. You know what I'm saying? So these ICE agents aren't facing any consequences for the things that they're doing. The one that killed the brother that killed Keith Porter out in L.A. They moved him around.
Yeah.
There's nothing. They're not facing any consequences. They're allowed to act with impunity, and in doing that, because of Stephen Miller's going on air saying, ICE agents, you can do what you need to do, and you won't face any repercussions, basically giving them a blank check for these racist white people, these racist, and they ain't always white, but these racist people who might be in a sunken place, some of them, if they black or brown. They've answered the call of the teaspoon and the teacup circle, from Get Out. They answered that call. They in a sunken place. They can do what they want to do.
Yep.
They can shoot you. They can beat you. They can bear spray you.
Yep.
They can kick in your door without
a search
warrant. All of your constitutional rights. This is America. This is our Constitution, right? This is your Constitution, right?
Yeah. Producer Rhea Riley, what's the update on our poll? Did you see a murder or justifiable shooting? You could choose justifiable shooting, murder, or neither. What are we looking at now?
Okay, right now we have 9% for justifiable shooting, and then 91% for murder, and 0 for neither.
Okay. Again, hey.
They trolling.
Hey.
That 9% is trolling. They some trolls. That can't, nobody can.
Bruh.
See, that's what we was just talking about.
There you go. That's where I was going. But it brings us to another interesting thing that we want to hear from you, Truth Nation. What's your truth on this at 833-212-1017? What are you going to do when Milwaukee is infiltrated with ICE agents? Because it's coming.
I believe we next.
So What should Milwaukee's plan be? What should Milwaukee's plan be? Because we've already seen that it doesn't matter if you're a Latino or not. They come in and see your home. They don't need a search warrant. People are being bear sprayed. People are being killed. So whether you feel like it's our fight or not, what is Milwaukee's plan when ICE, and it's crazy because I'm not going to say if, when ICE comes to Milwaukee, and we already know we got ICE in Milwaukee. We already know that. But I'm saying when they send
facility out there.
Absolutely. I'm saying when they send the deployments like they have in Minnesota, like they did when they were in Chicago and some of these other places, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what should Milwaukee's plan of action be?
As soon as that facility is done, they here. And that's what I'm saying, because they just need some place to take them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what y'all got to understand. This has all been planned. And how long ago did they talk about that facility? So when you look at it from the big picture side of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about that last year, right? With the ICE facility and all of this stuff, right? So all of this stuff that's been going on in these other cities has been planned.
Right.
Because maybe they had a facility, a place already to hold these people, and we just didn't. So now it's our turn. And as it comes about, our political leaders, our community leaders, everyone has to be on the same page, and everyone has to determine that we're not going to give them an inch. We're not going to give them any space to operate freely without our eyes being on them. There can be no sitting on the fence. There can be no, they're just here doing a job and we have to support them, but they also have to do what, follow our rules. No. There can be none of that.
That's right.
Get rid of ICE. If ICE is here, buy ICE. Get out ICE. There can be they're doing a job. There can be none of that, because they've shown in these other places that they've been that somebody ended up dead.
Yep. We're going to go to the True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Pat, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your thoughts and what's your truth?
My truth is they murdered that young man. And what I wanted to say, under this administration that we're under, we will not, they don't know that they're the new niggas. I'm telling them, they done beat us to death for 500 years. Now they letting them know, anybody that's poor, black, white, Latino, whatever, they don't want to be bothered with us. They love billionaires, and if you're poor, you are not going to get nowhere with them. And so, like you said earlier, we have backed up. They beat us long enough. Now it's their turn. They're the new niggas in town. They don't care nothing about them. They just like us. They're going to lynch them, shoot them just like they did us. They're the new niggas, whether they know it or not.
All right. Thank you, Pat. Love you. Appreciate you.
Like
senior
citizen.
Senior citizen. Yeah. And so the thing is, I look at it in the sense of anybody can get it, especially if you are standing up for those who are being oppressed, standing up for things that are unjust. Oh, you want to rock with them? So this is why I feel that, unfortunately, Renee Good is dead now. This is why I feel that Alex is dead now. Because, how dare you go out there and try to show support and say that what they're doing is wrong. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying them saying what the ICE agents and the CPB are wrong. CBP, so I think that this is where it's like, you want to ride with them? Well, here's what happens when you ride with them.
It's a show of force.
Yeah, you can get it too.
Listen, it's and how they would do for slaves, and we know this because we know the history of us in America. Anytime one of us stepped up and wanted to lead or do anything of that nature, they were made an example of.
Absolutely.
They just made an example of Alex Pretti. They made an example of Renee Good, and they want the rest of those who would be like them and would follow in their footsteps to see this example and understand this is what may happen to you, and maybe it'll deter them from going out there and exercising their rights as citizens. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And to back off what was the caller's name? Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Pat was 100. And as poor people in America, and y'all have to understand that, and we've talked about these numbers before, that with the new numbers that people are using for determining the poverty line, $140,000 for 4 people in the household is the poverty line in most cases. When you add in all of these other bills and all of this other stuff, we all poor.
Mm-hmm. Real talk.
And if we poor adjacent. And we closer to poor than we are to rich. And if you don't understand that this is not about, we have put it in the bottles of race because we wanted the white people to understand what we've gone through and what we have had to go through in our history in this country. But right now, this is a class war. This is about the have and the have-nots. This is about those that have billions, those that have millions, wanting to control the lives of those that have nothing. And they have used white supremacy as a way to wiggle their way into power. They don't care about the Appalachian white and whether or not they get their fair share of American pie. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is themselves and green. And when we realize that they are against all of us, and we've seen this play run for us in a beneficial way. When we talk about Fred Hampton, I've mentioned that a lot, and his Rainbow Coalition, his ability to connect those dots and have all of those poor people realize that we in this together. Even those wearing a Confederate flag, you poor just like me, and they really don't care about you. They're just using your movement to gain power, and as soon as they get all the power they want, they're going to shoot you in the head like they did Alex Pretti.
Listen, Will D had said, when he had said more police officers need to speak up about what's going on our YouTube page, said, sorry, I didn't know. He said, if that's the case, mainstream media needs to do a better job showcasing those police officers speaking out. They have, but again, it's when you got companies like CBS and all of that being threatened by the orange man saying, you bet not do this, you bet not do that, you do this, we're going to sue you, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So they have some of these news networks terrified. It's the same reason when they ended up taking off, Jimmy Kimmel, because of what he said, and he made a parody or a joke about the orange man. All of a sudden, you're canceled. We're taking you off the air. And then people talking about, well, we ain't going to spend money if y'all keep him on and this, that, and the other. But the community and the people had to say, no. We got to say so in this too. Yeah. And that ends up bringing them black. So when we step up and put ourselves on the line, we got to have the support of everyone. You got to have our black. So that's what that is. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue.
One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, we're trying to pick your money up. We're trying to get your money together. Truth Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all, Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 101.7 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Good luck.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's giving me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Eastbound 94, we do have some backups coming in from about Brookfield Road past Calhoun, back on the brakes from 84th Street to Holly Road, and again coming out of the Stadium interchange. Westbound 94, you got delays west of 27th Street, it's around 30th, all the way to, Mitchell Boulevard. Other than that, we're actually looking pretty good. However, we do have a crash on southbound 41 right about at North Avenue. The left shoulder is blocked. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast, a cold weather advisory for all of southeast Wisconsin until noon today. Becoming sunny and cold, a high of 12 with a wind chill of 10 below to 20 below. Tonight, rising temperatures, chance of flurries, mostly cloudy, a low of 11. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Great morning, Troop Nation. Welcome, Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with my brother, MC Dame Ellzey. And
I'm reading this article shout out to my brother Kyle. He just sent it to me. So
yeah. So again, we're still dealing with this situation with ICE. And Milwaukee, what would you do? What was our final on that poll, producer Rhea Riley? Did you see murder or justifiable shooting, and you had a choice between saying murder, justifiable shooting, or neither?
All right, so I just closed the poll. Right now it ended with murder being 86%, neither being 8%, and then justifiable shooting with 6%.
Okay. Yeah, so this latest piece of information that you have here, Dave.
I got from the Wall Street Journal. This just came out this morning.
Shout out to Kyle.
Shout out to my brother Kyle. It says that President Donald Trump, in an interview, stated that at some point the Fed officers will leave Minneapolis. Now, ain't that what we just said?
Mm-hmm.
He's basically laying the groundwork
Yep.
For them, because it's too hot in the kitchen right now.
But that's exactly we literally just said that before getting that report.
And then he said there'll be some left behind to do other work. Is that what we said too?
Yep.
So he's literally gonna bounce around and cause havoc wherever he can in these blue-dominated cities.
And this is why our question is to you, Truth Nation. What do you think will happen when the extra ICE agents are deployed to Milwaukee? How do you feel that we are going to deal with that? How are we going to handle it? How and with seeing how local law enforcement's hands are tied during these situations, and in this case, even the governor of Minnesota hands are tied in these situations. So with all of that being, be like, well, our police department, our sheriff's department, our governor, they're going to be able to do this, they're going to be doing that. We've seen them go to these other places, and as I've always said, that he don't care. He don't care. And every time that I hear some people say, well, he can't do that, I'm like, listen, he can't do that. And then when he does it, everybody is like, how you get to do that? I'm telling you, this man is doing, this orange man is doing things and waiting to deal with whatever push black or blow black whenever it come. But in the meantime, he'll keep it going through courts. He'll do this, he'll do that, he'll do that. So he's doing so many things. And I've been saying it from the beginning that, but he would have to do this and have to have this in order to do that. I'm like, man, listen, this man don't give a damn. This man is going to go for it as long as he can. And then he'll be like, okay, well, we'll move around, but it's still in court. And then he ends up winning those court cases.
Because
some people don't keep up with that.
Judges.
Yeah, so some people don't pay attention to that part, that he ends up winning those
eventually after it goes
cases.
up. So it might lose the lower level, but as it goes up, the higher levels, he wins. And in this article that we were just talking about, they say some in the administration worry that public polling and sentiment has turned against the administration's immigration actions in cities. And some discussions have centered on how to continue deportations without clashing with protesters, officials said. Trump advisor Stephen Miller, y'all, has continued to push for aggressive immigration enforcement, arguing the administration shouldn't back down in Minneapolis. Now, Stephen Miller is the one that y'all need to be worried about. That racist little sound guy, that's the one. And he is the one that is driving a lot of this that is taking place. He has this asinine belief that as an American president, that Trump can do anything he wants. That's his interpretation of the Constitution. That's his interpretation of most of the policies, that as a president, he can do anything he wants, and nobody can tell him that he can't do it. So if he wants to go in there and send in ICE troops, he can do it. And they don't care about what you think, what I think, what anyone else thinks, because they're making money off of this. When you look at all of the things that Trump has done since he has been in office this time and been in office last time, he made $1.4 billion that first year, right? It's all about the money. So where's the money in these ICE deportations? Where's the money in to be made in these ICE movements, these ICE operations? That's the word I'm looking for. These ICE operations. Where's the money to be made? Well, the money is to be made in these private prisons that they're sending these ICE detainees to. Where in these private prisons, they're making millions and millions of dollars, where the CEOs of these prisons are saying that they're having the best years that they've ever had because of this ICE stuff, that they're making the most money that they've ever made. Because they got these ICE detainees in these private prisons, putting them to work, giving them pennies on a dollar, basically slave labor, and they're making a killing off of it. Whenever these white folks like them, who are all about greed, do something, follow that money and see what's the real reason. So that's why I said to my white supremacist people, they don't care about your white supremacy. They don't give a rat's ass about the plight of the white man in America. They don't care. The only thing they care about is making money. And they will use you like they have used everyone else throughout the history of this country as long as it's making them money.
Rachel O'Dwyer said, 100% Homer, this was always the agenda. Project 2025. Absolutely, Miller is driving this. Brother Toreno Hayes said, I agree with you, brother. You right all the way. It's foul. It's all foul. File what they doing. File? Okay. Rachel O'Dwyer said he sold the poorest of the poor the promise that he would lower their cost of living and money would be flowing everywhere. It is right into his pockets. That's true.
That's the part.
That's it. Ronald Watts, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Glow Ash, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. And yeah, like this is just real talk. This is what we're going through. And it's just not going to stop. Stacey Evans said on our True Talk text line, have anyone from the 9% to call in and justify their choice? We want to hear.
I would love to hear that. I doubt if they call in up here with us in up here. But I would love to hear that.
Yeah, Mara,
maybe they call in with the other shows.
Yeah, Mara Luna said, thank you both for this forum and the hard work you do. The truth is always my go-to for fact-checking. Yep, absolutely. And I'm sure our teammate, the award-winning Truth with Sherman Hughes, which will be up at 9 a.m., oh, I know that he's going to come in. Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, to hear the different perspectives. And sometimes I know that some people may be like, well, they was talking about that, then they was talking about that, then they was talking about that, then they was talking about that. But it's better to hear the same way that we want to hear from you. Everybody is not going to agree with my viewpoint. They're not going to agree with Dame's viewpoint. Right. They may not agree with Rhea's viewpoint. But again, it's important that we understand, because just like how he's like, what 9%, but it dropped down to 6% said that. But it's some people that felt it was justifiable. Absolutely. It's some people that felt it was justifiable.
There's some people in our community somewhere that felt that it was justifiable.
And people that look like us. Like, you get what I'm saying? They feel like it was justifiable, and they going. So that's why I think that it's important to get the different viewpoints and the perspectives on the situation, because what is it? The different views, vantage points. 8 different vantage points you may get, and it's like, okay, this is how this person saw it and perceived it. This is how this person's seen it and perceived it. And then sometimes we may all be on the exact same page.
Yeah. And I think in this one we probably will be. I don't think there's nobody who's going to come up here and say this is justified. But regardless of that, y'all, just pay attention and understand that this is about money. And I'm speaking to anybody that thinks it's justifiable, because those that think it's justifiable have answered the call of the teaspoon and the teacup, and they have fallen to the sunken place. But that's okay. Hear my voice. Come out of the sunken place. Understand that they don't care about you. You think they care about you. They don't. They don't care about nobody but themselves. That's the only thing they care about. They don't care about none of them white folks in Texas. They don't care about none of them in Florida, where they have all of these strongholds. They don't care about them in Mississippi. They think they rednecks and they think they dumb. They don't care about you, but they're going to use you and what you believe to put them in a position to get power, so that then they can use that power to fill in their bank accounts.
Yep.
That's what it boils down to.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. But Ron from the South Side, great morning, love you, appreciate you, on the True Talk text line, said, I understand what Homer is saying, but the mixed messages confuse the people. No, there's somebody that's agreeing with the messages, whether they're the way you think or the way I think or the way Dame thinks. Somebody agrees with it. Yeah. We got to take care of some bills. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We'll be black, and Letitia could end up being $5,000 richer if she's called with that one call. That's all.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
More of Truth in the Morning is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and streaming live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by the legendary home of Blow and Bailey Coleman, celebrating individuals who are making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017truthawards.com to learn more, or visit the Eventbrite page. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and the 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 20th at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by the legendary home of Blow and Bailey Coleman, from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year. Hashtag that part, hashtag facts. We're Black on Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth. And it's been some great conversation and dialogue, bruh. Will D on our YouTube page has said, sounds like independent media is so important right now. Well, you know, again, we can get our messages from so many different places. And again, it is important because censorship, we are experiencing it. I'm talking about, the Orange Man is talking about taking people's license and taking them to court. And these people, some of them are bowing down to it because they don't want to lose their networks. They don't want, you know, and he has a way of turning people against.
He sued a lot of people.
Yeah, whatever he don't like. He gets a lot of people to end up saying, yeah, well, we ain't going to advertise either. And you got to remember, he has a lot of billionaire friends, He's made
$1.4 billion in a year, fam.
Yeah. So
let that sink in.
Those people are probably advertising on some of those networks. And if they say, okay, well, we're going to pull our contract, you know, think about the Postal Service and now, pulling away, Amazon pulling away from it. And it's like, what? The void that is put in there for the United States Postal Service here, that's going to be a humongous blow.
And, I turn around and I look at the TVs that we have behind us. I notice a lot of things. Some of them I can't mention on there. But they have moved on. They're talking about it, right? But it seems like for me and you, this should be nonstop. Everybody should be talking about this. This should be nothing else. Everything should be preempted. Everything should be taken off. There should be nothing else that we should talk about. But again, public moves on. You got 2 or 3 days to talk about this stuff, and then it's on to something else. Like the brother in L.A. that got killed, nobody's talking about it no more.
Right.
Keith Porter got killed. That was only 25 days ago. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Do you think, let's circle back in 25 days and see if they're still talking about Alex Pretti.
Bruh, what do I say? What do I always say? Even about the the closest things inside of our community. After 2 weeks, maybe 3, maybe. We're not talking about something that was on people's minds. It was hurt. They couldn't believe it. And another 5-year-old, another 4-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old. Oh, this is crazy. 30-something, a 60-something. Oh, this is crazy. This got to stop. This got to stop. And it does. In 2 weeks, we stop talking about it. We don't talk about it. We don't say their names anymore. We don't try to get updates. And that's why when I'm on this show, I like to try to give updates of, okay, this story, remember this story we talked about? This is what's going on now. Remember the person that was charged with murder? Well, they got off because the star witnesses didn't show up. We need to know these things, and that needs to be of importance to us, because if not, the family that's dealing with it directly, they going to keep dealing with it. But the community that seemed like they were so concerned, it's like, the Super Bowl now. They talking about Super Bowl parties and all of that kind of stuff.
That's what I was saying earlier. I was quoting myself from Black Elephant, but it's true. People rise up and go back down like soda fizz, and that's what we've witnessed happen. Now there'll be outrage about Renee Good. There'll be outrage about Alex Pretti. But how long will that last?
That's it.
How long?
How long will they mourn me? As Pop would say,
it becomes a movement where we start to organize and we find a way to fight against ICE and fight against this administration in an organized manner and do things appropriately. But let's not forget about those 7 other black and brown people that have been killed, including my man Keith Porter, that have been killed this year by ICE. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen.
So let's not forget about those 7 others, plus these 2, making it 9 that have had their lives taken by ICE. And it shouldn't just take these white people losing their lives for us to decide it's going to be a movement. Now it needs to be rolled together, and now we can have empathy and sympathy for each other's on each other's side.
Bruh, I predict, I'm Blow Dame Ellzey as I am him. I predict that in another month or so, the Orange Man will roll out some type of stimulus check, and the brothers and sisters won't be angry anymore.
Yeah.
It'd be like he gave out the money.
It won't even be the brothers and sisters. He's worried about them Appalachian whites I'm talking about. That's where his support is in West Virginia whites, and because now they like, well, he had a gun and he was legal, and you shot him dead. Even in their mind, they can put their the thing is you don't want the public to be able to put themselves in the shoes of the true victim, and so when it's us, they can't put themselves in our shoes because of whatever reason.
Right. But we have this crazy thing, in my opinion, that throw us a cookie or throw us a crumb, and all of a sudden, like we're not concerned about the Epstein files anymore. There are some of us who will never let it go.
Yeah.
But there's others that's we talking about Minnesota now. We're talking about how ICE is murdering people. We're talking about how ICE has been throwing bear spray into the faces of innocent people. We're talking about no search warrant needed to go inside people's homes and 5-year-old kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had Gaza.
It's crazy, bro.
Gaza was on everybody's mind a year and a half ago.
Yes, sir.
The babies in Gaza being killed. I think we have become victims of our own social media cycles, our own short attention span.
I agree.
Where everything is 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4
TikTok.
minutes. Boom, 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 boom.
Instagram.
It's constantly evolving, and if something stays in the public eye too long, then it loses its support. It loses its sexiness, and nothing's sexy about somebody getting murdered. But it loses that, and now it's on to the next thing. It's on to the next thing.
Yep.
But the big picture is all of these things that we're moving on to have been ushered in by this administration. So step back, focus on what's going on, and see the big picture.
That part. And so we hope that people get it. Africa Queen, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. No doubt. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Man. Current temperature right now is sunny, but it's 1 degree. We went back up to the 1 degree.
We got a degree.
But it's still a wind chill of 16 below.
Ooh, that's rough.
So bundle up, bundle up. Don't let the sunshine fool you, people. Dane, what's your last words for today's show?
My last words, again, is it's always been a number of times to see the big picture, y'all. Understand they playing chess, not checkers, and see where the moves are going, see where the pieces are going, so you can react and respond appropriately.
Dress warm, dress the kids warm. Up next, the award-winning Sherwin Hughes, Truth with Sherwin Hughes on the award-winning 101.7 FM. Rhea, thank you very much, our producer. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. We're up out of here. Peace.
Peace.